is good, y'all? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be talking about which Michael Jordan card is most worth picking up for you and your squad in my team. What is the best Michael Jordan for your price range in my team? Now, before we dive any further into this video, guys, we got a bunch of MJs. Indifferent than LeBron James, all of these Michael Jordans are good. So it's going to be a little different, a little bit different approach to this video than the LeBron James video, because I can't sit here and say there's a lot of bad Michael Jordans. It's just, you know what, Michael Jordan is the best. We're going to be starting at the cheapest and then working our way up from there. So right now, guys, the cheapest Michael Jordan, I don't know exactly what it is. I'm guessing it's going to be the Hero Michael Jordan, okay? And even when you look at the Michael Jordan Hero card here, he is really solid in my team, okay? It's one of those things that the difference between the Hero as well as the My Team Anniversary is pretty small. I mean, you guys compare, not this one, the other My Team Anniversary Michael Jordan. You guys compare the differences. The differences are really, really small. 40 Hall of Famers compared to 35. Stat-wise, they are basically the exact same card. So, just going to give you guys a little bit of a price update. Maybe the My Team Anniversary one is cheaper. It's what it's at least looking like to me. Looking like right now, the My Team Anniversary one is right around 14,000 MT. Let's see what the Hero Michael Jordan is going for. If the Hero Michael Jordan is a little bit more expensive, it's probably because he does lock in for the Wilt Chamberlain. So that's, you know, the part of it, right? He might be more expensive because you do have a lock in for him. And right now he is more expensive. So if you are balling on a budget, this is the Michael Jordan for you guys. Okay, this Michael Jordan, 14,000 MT, gonna do a lot of the things well on the basketball court you're looking for. Defensively, nearly perfect as well. Animation-wise, this is important, okay? I like Michael Jordan with these type of SIGs more than the end game SIGs, and that is really important to know. So if you don't mind Michael Jordan playing at your shooting guard position, the My Team Anniversary Michael Jordan is the one I recommend. Forget everything else as far as the MJs we'll get to in the future. If you don't have a lot of MT and you want Michael Jordan and don't care that he has to play the shooting guard position, this one for 14,000 MT is the option to go with. Now, if you want Michael Jordan to play your point guard position, we're going all the way back to this Michael Jordan right here. The only point guard MJs we have is this one. We have the end game point guard Michael Jordan, which I did a gameplay of, and then we have the invincible point guard MJ. That's really it. Now, this Michael Jordan here is going to be the only budget point guard MJ, and I honestly prefer playing MJ at the point guard position. This MJ right now is going for 28,000 MT. Is he bad for 28,000 MT? No. I mean, that is not a bad price to pay for, in my opinion, the third best point guard in the game. I'm going to say it. Maybe the second best point guard in the game. I prefer, and I'm going to say this, I prefer the out of position MJ right here as a base MJ over the end game MJ. I do. I prefer this Michael Jordan compared to this endgame Michael Jordan. And you guys might be like, what, Ty? Are you crazy? Do you know what you're talking about? Here's my thing, okay? Stat-wise, is he a little bit better? Sure, but there's not enough there to really make a difference. What I prefer is the Trey size of escape. I prefer the MJ base on very quick, and I honestly prefer the normal leaner. All of those things that out of position Michael Jordan has. I'm telling you guys right now, current gen, next gen, it does not matter. Give me the out of position Michael Jordan over the end game Michael Jordan. So while we're talking about the end game Michael Jordan, is this card bad? No. If you like Jump Shot 3, you can make this card work. But the MJ, the out of position MJ right now, 27,000, 28,000 MT. The end game Michael Jordan is way more expensive than that. If you want to know what the Michael Jordan endgame card is going for right now, I got it up on my screen. The first Michael Jordan's over 2 million MT. You're going to pay 100 times more for this endgame Michael Jordan than the out of position Michael Jordan. And I prefer the out of position Michael Jordan. That doesn't make sense. Now, the middle ground is this Michael Jordan. This is the best Michael Jordan in the entire game. And I don't even think it's close. the shooting guard, point guard, invincible MJ. Now, this MJ is not going to be cheap by any means. You guys got to understand and know that this MJ is still going to be pretty expensive. But my whole thing is, does it matter if he's worth the price he's going for? That's the thing. I mean, right now, but once this MJ settles, you're probably going to be able to get him for 200 to 300,000 MT. And he is the best point guard on current gen and probably a top 3 point guard on next gen. That is how good this invincible Michael Jordan is. So I feel like if I was playing in the 250K tournament, this is the MJ I would purchase. And even for his value, he's better value than both of the end game Michael Jordans. The card is literally like the out of position MJ, just a lot better at every single thing. So that's the breakdown of the point guard MJs. How I rank them: the invincible MJ is the middle range of price and the best point guard, the best MJ there is. The out of position point guard MJ, in my opinion, is a step above the end game point guard MJ, a step below the invincible point guard, going for 30,000 MT. This MJ right here is an absolute ripoff in my team. And if you're buying this Michael Jordan, I just don't know if you know what you're doing. Okay. Next, let's move to the shooting guard Michael Jordan. I already talked about this one, 14,000 MT. Because of that, guys, the hero Michael Jordan is not worth picking up under any circumstance. Unless you really want to lock in for Wilt, which doesn't even make sense for this stage of my team. The return of heroes Michael Jordan doesn't make sense. So you got this MJ for 14,000 MT. Now let's look at some of the other MJs. We're going to start off with this MJ, the zero gravity Michael Jordan, because he is a step up and I don't think he's probably going to be that expensive in my team. If he's going for 30,000 MT, then maybe he's worth getting over the point guard MJ. Now I doubt it, but I'm just throwing that opinion out there. If you don't necessarily need to run Michael Jordan at the point guard position, maybe the zero gravity MJ is worth it. Now the big thing I'm seeing right now is that the zero gravity Michael Jordan is 20,000 MT. So in my opinion, that it is worth spending that extra bit of MT to get 15 more Hall of Fame badges. And I know it's not that big of a difference, but look at all the extra shooting badges he gets. I think this zero gravity might be the best bang for your buck Michael Jordan in my team, as long as you're okay with running him at that shooting guard position. He's got the MJ base on very quick, the normal leaner, great dribble six. As long as you're okay with running Michael Jordan at that shooting guard position, again, I'd just rather have him at point guard. That's just my kind of bias. But if you're okay with running him at the shooting guard position, this MJ is absolutely incredible. This MJ is literally basically an invincible Michael Jordan for 20,000 MT. An absolute steal in my team. That's all there is to say. Now, here's the deal. The 75th Michael Jordan gets a little bit better, right? And we're going to talk about what exactly his price point is and if he's worth getting. But the NBA 75th anniversary Michael Jordan card. Let's see really what his price is, and then what are the big differences between him and the zero gravity, because he only gets 5 more Hall of Famers, and this one goes for a lot more MT. The last MJ literally goes for 20,000 MT. This MJ goes for like 40,000 MT. So you're looking at a 25,000 MT difference right now. And the question is there a big difference? Well, stat-wise, no. Interior up 6 helps a little bit. Badges, let's look at it. Tight hand is important. Bullet passer, important. Brick wall, important. Rebound chaser, decently important. So, I mean, if you want to make the argument, if you want unpluckable important as well, if you want to make the argument that this anniversary MJ is worth it over the zero gravity, I'm not going to disagree with you. It just depends on how much MT you have. If you're not really balling on a budget, maybe it is worth you getting the 75th anniversary MJ for, 20 to 25,000 more MT. Maybe it is worth it. But I think the zero gravity does enough for you at that shooting guard position in general. So, I mean, the difference between this shooting guard MJ, and I'm going to bring up the invincible shooting guard MJ because that's the one I've been running for the longest time. Here's your difference. Here's what you're looking at. There's basically no difference in this, and we'll see exactly what the badges are. But this one has tight handles on Hall of Fame. Super important. I'll take tight handles over mouse in the house, drop stepper. I'll take that. And so when you're debating these two cards, I don't know if there's, and not necessarily the point guard, because that one obviously can play point guard. But let's look at the invincible Michael Jordan that can't play the point guard. This one right here. You compare this one to the 75th anniversary. I don't even think there needs to be much said here. These cards are basically the same cards. Now, yes, I get it. Bailout, floor general, glue hands, needle threader. Those are all on Hall of Fame. But what do you get with the 75th anniversary? Well, look, here's what you get. Let's see what's the minus one, okay? Let's see what goes to Hall of Fame. Tight handles? Is that it? I think that's the only gained badge. But my whole thing is, there's no reason getting the invincible shooting guard small forward when the 75th anniversary is in the game. There is basically no difference in these cards. It's about the same difference from between the zero gravity to NBA 75th anniversary as there is from the NBA 75th to the invincible, okay? So there's really no difference. So here's my takeaway. If you want Michael Jordan to play the shooting guard position, the best or most, I'm going to say this, the most worth it card is this card right here. As long as you're okay with him playing the shooting guard position, this is the most worth it card in the game. Now, obviously, if you do want him to be a little bit better, pick up this one. I would not recommend this shooting guard invincible Michael Jordan. And the end game Michael Jordans, don't get me started on it. Do not pick it up. I don't care that it has set shot 70, set shot 25. The Dame upper is weird. Don't pick that guy up. Now, if you want MJ to play the point guard position, here's the deal. This invincible Michael Jordan is overall the best Michael Jordan. So if you want him to play the point guard position, this is the one, if you have a ton of MT, that you might want to spend up on. Otherwise, guys, just get this one right here. This is the one I got on my No Money Spent squad, and if you watch my No Money Spent squad, you're going to see it tomorrow. You're going to see what this Michael Jordan really gets into. The card is just absolutely incredible. And I know, yes, he might not have everything you want. Not Hall of Fame Chef, Hall of Fame Limitless. Trust me, you won't even be able to tell the difference. Plus, you might even be able to find a Michael Jordan with like 50 Hall of Fame badges for a really cheap price, and that's really what I would target. So I'd rank this Michael Jordan, just because he has point guard eligibility, as the the most valuable Michael Jordan. The second most valuable, I would go the zero gravity. The third most valuable, I'm going to go the 75th anniversary. And then after that, probably that MyTEAM anniversary, because he is, again, pretty cheap. I, again, would just rather get the zero gravity, but that's my opinion. The endgame Michael Jordans are both the worst value card in MyTEAM. Best Michael Jordan, the invincible that can play the point guard position, this one right here. But I don't necessarily know if he is the best value option. That's a big breakdown for Michael Jordan cards in MyTEAM. Hopefully it can help you guys out. For me, if you don't mind him at the shooting guard position, there's plenty of options. If you want him to play the point guard position, I would say there is 2 options for you guys. Let's get to wrap it up. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.